I have this like that video that I was mentioning to you that I'm making for like that about how to create your vision, like and put it on your wall and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to do that like just shoot it off quickly within like I thought I could shoot it in like an hour or two, and then I spent like days laboring over it, and I realized like I actually wanted to do the exercise myself, like
Mhm.
really I didn't want to just show you how to do it. At first I was just gonna like I thought I could just like go through it and like run through it quickly because I knew all the steps pretty simply. And I thought that it would be great, like I could shoot it easily, but actually I tried that and I realized like fuck, this is actually like I realized more as I was talking about it how deep it really goes and how important it really is. And then I was thinking, fuck, like it's not going to be enough to just. I need to really like. Maybe I'll do it in segments. So, just before we go into your sales call, I have a quick question for you. What you think? Um, some of the, as you know, like sometimes I work with this like fancy camera, where the fuck it is, somewhere, and one of the things about it is with when I use that really nice one of the nice lenses that I have, it's I don't know if you know anything about like these lenses, but I kind of just started getting into photography, and this one certain lens has this cool effect where the person or the subject or whatever's in the focus is really sharp, and then everything kind of in the background is blurry, and it looks like really kind of like creamy, sexy, like it's fucking nice looking. Um,
Yeah.
but the problem with that one is you have to get really far away from your lens, and so it's really hard to get in the shot. So it's impossible to autofocus that one. So I was recording this video the day, and I got like 20 minutes of like fucking gold, and I watched it back and realized I was slightly off focus. Do you think that's a problem? Should I redo it? Like, should I redo it
Um,
and try to get it just in focus, or do you think the content is more important, regardless of if it's
I
right
mean, I
perfectly
probably
focused?
I probably say the content's more important. I mean, if you feel like you really hit that content well and really feel like it was an awesome video, I mean, I think it's pretty. I mean, honestly, I think the content's more important. But
The content's fucking great, man. But I have this. I'm like a huge like fan of the art side of video and photo, and I'm a huge perfectionist when it comes to like focus, being perfect, and framing. It's like a part of my brand. It's part of it's a part of who I am, dude. Like it hurts my soul. Literally, it hurts me in the heart to put out a video that's not focused because I'm like, fuck, this video is such good content. If it was focused, goddamn, it would be fucking king. And it's just so much less than that because of the focus. That's kind of, you know. But anyway, I was thinking maybe I should just that's like perfectionist thing isn't really I don't know helpful in this case because like it doesn't really matter to I don't know if it really matters to you guys how nice it looks. I think maybe mostly you just care like is this gonna help me? So I think I'll just do it anyway. I think I'll
I
just
feel like that's the content's cool. Because I mean, if you were like putting it like on your YouTube channel, like promote your brand, you definitely would want more like to have the quality down.
yeah.
But I feel like for us in the group, you know what I mean? Like,
You just want the content.
yeah, I feel like we don't care.
That's great, dude. Great feedback.
It'd be cool though. So.
Thank you, thank you. All right, then, cool. Then, what I'll do is, since I already have like two out of 4 or 5 parts of the exercise um, recorded, like that I went through and talked about, then I can release like a part one of that one already because it's already done, and then I'll follow it up with another one after. Thank you for your feedback. That's helpful.
Oh,
I was kind of stuck there, man. I really struggle with that perfectionist thing when it comes to these videos, and actually with everything. That's the perfectionist thing is one of my biggest um, like personal like character flaws as far as my business.
yeah.
As far as my business, that's one of my biggest like flaws that hurts me, I think. But also helps me. Also helps me. It's not just a flaw. It's also great
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have put out like the quality I have if I didn't have that. But at the same time, it limits me from putting out a lot more stuff because I'm always like judging it. Is it perfect? Is it amazing? So yeah. Anyway, so cool. Now that we got that out of the way, let's hop over here to the Black Box group there and check out the Logan Terrell. By the way, how come? What is it? Is it Logan Daniel? Is it Logan Terrell?
Well, what I what I did was I was pretty, I guess, party heavy in college, and
Yeah.
like I heard that like when you apply for jobs, they Facebook you.
Yeah.
So I put my middle name as my last name, so it'd be harder for them to find me.
Terrell is your middle name.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah. I have some photos on there I wouldn't want potential employers to see.
Yeah.
So,
um,
but wait. So Are we? You say you're planning on like critiquing one of my calls or whatever?
what's that?
You say you're planning on like critiquing one of my calls?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through it with you right now.
Okay.
It looks like
Do you
you
have
have
in
three
mind, or do
recordings.
you want me to kind of? I did some yesterday. I don't know if you got a chance to see any of those.
I haven't gone through them yet. I was waiting for you, man.
Okay. I could send you. Hold on, I
But
got a
there's
list.
three. Didn't you post three of them in the group already? Or
Yeah, I messed around and posted them in kind of different threads. I can post a couple of the first calls. One, I actually got to talk with a guy for a while. Well, not a while, maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, and he kind of basically told me exactly what he was looking for. We can start with that one if you want. I
all
could
right, yeah, cool, man. But why don't are these all in the Facebook group?
Yeah, they're in a Facebook group, and I have my web analysis videos too.
Okay, great, great, great. We can go over that as well.
All
But
right.
on your thread in this group, the one where you says, all right, where you say, all right, hopefully this link works here. The audios, Boss Biz audio recordings. What's that one?
Yeah. Okay.
What is that one?
That's from the first 5 calls that I made after our last meeting.
Do you want to go through those ones?
Yeah, we can go through those.
All right. Oh, do I have to, oh, I already did download these. All right, let's find them here. Cool. I have your phone calls here. Let's go through them one at a time. All right. So first one here.
Dr. Doctor?
Hi, this is Logan. Is Michael in? Michael in?
He's with a patient. Can I ask what this is regarding?
Hi, this is Logan. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, this is Logan.
So first note is like tonality off the bat. You should kind of like match their energy, or if anything, it kind of like you want to be okay. This is kind of a tricky, kind of subtle concept. But do you remember in the sales call with Steve where he was talking to that guy Rich over the phone, that dog, the psychologist, and the guy was like kind of like he was so like monotone. It sounded really depressed, and like remember that, and he was kind of like.
Yeah.
Kind of sounding a bit bummed out and just frustrated with his life. And Steve was like kind of like doing the same tone almost, or like not really doing anything to change it. So I remember telling him on the call, maybe you remember too, I said something like, you should be, when you hear that his energy is down like that, you should kind of like balance it out with kind of like an upbeat, like sharp energy, but you want to stay on top of that, because here's the thing, like like this whole concept of frames, right? Like frames, like whoever has the strongest frame, like that frame wins or whatever, or the other one kind of crumbles. So if you want to kind of keep that frame of mind like positive, upbeat. So, and when you're calling a doctor's office, like the secretary on the phone is already trained in that exact skill. So you'll hear her on the phone. She's like, "Hello, doctor's office." Like her tonality is like, "Hello, doctor's office." Really like upbeat, sharp, right? You should match that tone. When you hear that tone, match it. You could even step it up a little bit, but just amp up the positivity and like a little, keep like a fair balance of like positivity and kind of like I'm a man though. So like. So what you did here, I'll tell you what you did wrong here. First of all, you paused right when. Okay, not to like. Can you accept like just straight up feedback? Do I have to?
Oh, yeah, dude.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to be like, I don't have to hold your
You don't
hand and
gotta
be
hold
like
anything
baby with
back.
you, right? All right. So you pause and it's like you don't want to be sharp, right? So it's like, hello, doctor's office. Hey, this is Logan. I'm just returning Doctor blah blah blah's call or something like that. Sharp. The tonality is really important. Even if you did pause, like you could still make a pause work as long as you came in with the tonality. Like if she's like, hello, this is doctor's office, and you're like, pause. Like you wouldn't want to pause on purpose. Let me just make it clear. But let's say you were calling like a shitload of phone calls. You put her on speaker. You hit one. You took a bite of a banana and she picked up, and you had to like swallow, right? Take an extra swallow. You can still recover from the pause. The pause wasn't the problem, but it's the tone when you after that. And the tone after the pause shows that shows me, and it communicated to her that you weren't comfortable with the fact yet. You weren't comfortable with the fact that you're like asking for someone's time because it sounds like you can hear it. Listen.
Doctor's office.
Hi, this is Logan.
Hi, this is Logan. You're like, it's like, hi, this is Logan.
Is Michael in?
Is Michael in? Like, from your perspective, it's like one of your first phone calls, right? You're like, see how to fucking do this shit. Hey, this is Logan. Is Michael in? Seems like a good play. But the tonality is really important because you got to think of it from her perspective too, right? Like, you kind of just want to just like kind of slide in there, right? I'm not saying it's not anything slimy. You're not like doing anything shady. I just mean that like you want to smoothly just like slide in there. So to do that, you want to bypass as many bullshit obstacles that you don't need to deal with as possible, right? So one of them would be something like this gatekeeper. So the tonality is a huge thing that you can control really easily that will virtually like eliminate the chances that you'll, or at least I should say it'll eliminate like unnecessary lost leads. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna lose a lot of unnecessary leads by not fixing tonality. So let's listen to it like until like, this is a 40-second call. Let me just listen to it to about 15-20 seconds and we'll keep going.
Doctor's office.
Hi, this is Logan. Is Michael in?
He's with a patient. Can I ask what this is regarding?
So you hear how she says it when she's like, she's with a patient. Can I ask what this is, what it's regarding? She matched your tone. You see, your frame actually did win. Your frame was actually stronger than hers. And so she fell into your frame. But your frame was, I'm unsure about this phone call. It was like, hey, is Michael in? You're like, I can almost hear like the thoughts in your brain on the other end of the phone. Like, you're like, I guess I'm doing this now. I can almost hear your thoughts like, hey, this is Logan. Is Michael in? Like, I'm doing it. Here it is. I'm saying the words. And she matches that tone. That's why because you say, hi, this is Logan. It's Michael in. She's like, he's with a patient. Can I ask who's calling? Because it's like clearly, you see the sort of like clear polarity. Like it was literally like a direct energetic response to what you did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't have said like, may I ask what this is calling, in that weird kind of tone where she almost was like almost defensive, right? It was almost like who are you? Almost sounded like that. She did that because you introduced yourself in that way, because you were like, hi, this is Logan. Just nothing else. Hi, this is Logan, as if she would know who Logan is. And then you say, is Michael in, right? So that's why she responded that way. It was because your frame was stronger. So that's a good thing. Keep that in mind. It's like you had good phone, like you have a good like dominant phone energy. You just have to change tweak it to be in a different frequency. So instead, you could be, if you did something like, there'd be a number of ways you could do it. Let's just say, let's say it's a cold call, and was this a phone call to someone that you had already emailed or what?
Yeah, so I sent the emails out, and then you told me that I should just pick up the phone and call them. So he didn't respond. I don't think anybody responded when I first sent the emails out.
Here's what you're gonna do, bro. We're gonna get fucking gangster with this. You're gonna call. You're gonna call him, and if you get it, and if you get on the phone with someone like this lady again,
Yeah.
you're gonna say something instead of like, "Hey, this is Logan. Is Michael in?" Just be like, you can say something. Just remember, tonality is the most important thing. So she's like, "Hello, doctor's office. Hey, this is Logan Daniel. I'm just returning, or I'm calling. I'm following up with. Like, how do you say this? Let me think of the words first, and then I'll do the tone. Like, this is Logan. I'm following up with John about an email exchange we had. He's expecting my call. Say that he's expecting my call, even if you don't know he is, because in the end of your emails from now on, you're gonna add this. You're gonna add something about how, you know, how did I used to do this sometimes, like, you offer the free analysis and you go, let me know if you're interested. Let me know and I'll send it over ASAP. And I think I would do something like dot dot dot. If not, I'll follow up with you within the next week and we can chat about it then. So I let them know during the first email that if they don't contact me back, I'm going to follow up with them. So then you have plausible deniability and you have a legitimate thing, you have a legitimate reason to believe that they'll be expecting your call, right? So when you get on the phone call with the secretary, you're like, "Hey, this is Logan Daniel. I'm just following up. Or no, you don't even have to do that. Don't even do that. Sorry, don't even do the following up thing because that's a step too far. Because then she's gonna think too much. Don't let them think too much. Just, hey, this is Daniel. Could you patch me through to John? He's expecting my call. That one.
Short and concise. Okay, I see.
Yeah, but tonality is so key. You want the secretary on the phone to feel like you want to like melt her heart into butter just with your voice. Like you really want to like be sweet on the phone. Like, hey, this is Logan. Like, hey, this is Logan. Could you pass me through to John, please? He's expecting my call. Right? The tonality is so important, and you can tweak the words if you're not comfortable saying like exactly like he's expecting my call. I mean, the thing is, dude, that's probably the shortest amount of words you could say to get to the person like that would, or the shortest amount of words you could say that would have the highest percentage rate of getting you transferred to the decision maker. If you did it with the right tonality. Now, granted, there's going to be a couple times you should expect that there's going to be times when the secretary tells the guy, "Oh, he says you're expecting his call," and then he gets on the phone with you and either realizes with you or later with his secretary that no, he wasn't expecting your call. And if if it comes up on the phone with you, then that's fine. Then you should expect that it's going to come up. That if you say he's expecting my call, and then he get on the phone, he's like, "I wasn't expecting this call." You should expect it. It won't happen every time. But expect it that sometimes you will feel almost like you're maybe like doing something wrong, right?
Yeah.
But then you let them know because if that happens, then probably they didn't see your email.
Okay.
So then you can tell, then you can remind them, or if maybe they did and they forgot, you remind them, "Hey, hey John, how's it going? This is Logan Daniel. Hey, listen, I'm just following up on an email that I sent you the other day about some free analyses on your business in order to improve your sales." Like that's not the wordings, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you already know the words from the calls. That's not what I'm talking about. I more want to like the emphasis is how you're making the person feel. Put an emphasis on that one. Let's continue to listen to this and see how it goes.
I was just calling to follow up on an email I sent him last week about his website.
Yeah, he's in the middle with patients right now. If you send him an email, he usually checks it. So I'm sure he saw it and he'll get back to you.
Okay. Is there a good time that I can call back?
How do you talk? Do you have like a group of friends you hang out with the most often out there?
Not really. I mean, mainly just working on this, and I probably talk to you guys the most.
Yeah. You know the difference, like, you know how you talk to your friends, like, when you're, what's the right situation? You know when you're, like, kind of like a light social gathering, not necessarily like a club, like 2 a.m, but maybe like 9 or 10, 11 p.m. It's kind of still like maybe there's light, like plenty of lights on in wherever you are, and it could be like a house party or something. not too loud. You can still hear everybody like fine, but there's like enough people that there's good energy in the room, and you're kind of buzzing around. Maybe you're drinking a little bit, and kind of like it's easier to chat to everyone. You kind of feel like this good kind of like buzz with people, like kind of like just easy, relax. You should kind of try to almost start being that way with everyone on the phone, especially like all your client, all your business dealings. Start doing that, but specifically on the phone, like the way that I wish I could show you like a little bit. Maybe we should do a live call one time to demonstrate this, but like let me just play it through and just go point by point.
Right now, if you sent him a docket.
Hi, this is Logan. Is Michael in?
So you're like, hi, this is Logan. Is Michael in? Instead, hey, this is Logan. Could you pass me through to Michael? He's expecting my call. See the difference in tonality?
Yeah.
And she's gonna be like, the natural energetic match to that is like, oh sure. You know what I mean? It's almost like if you do it in a great way, like if she says, all she said was doctor's office. If she said something even more like, I know that one of the businesses I work for, they answer the phone like, thank you for calling perfect timing. This is Mary. How may I help you? Like that. If they give you more information, then you could say something like, oh, hey, Mary, how's it going today? Hey, this is Logan Daniel. I'm just calling Michael, following up on an email conversation we had. He's expecting my call. Could you please patch me through to him? Boom. And then like, first of all, the tonality was all gold. And she's just like, oh, and you said, hey, Mary, how's it going today? Hey, it's Logan Daniel. I'm just following up with Mike. He's expecting my call. Could you please patch me through?
Okay.
Boom. And then she's like, yeah, of course, sure. Boom. Right away. See what I'm saying? The energetic match. It's like natural. Because anyone if she's been on the job for a while, he or whoever's taking the phone call has been on the job for a while, they know the difference between how someone sounds when they're calling as a cold call who is uncomfortable that they're calling versus someone who's like, offering value and is like expects to be put through, Like I've never had whenever I call one of my clients at this company I just told you, like, welcome to Perfect Timing. This is Claire. How may I help you? I always say like, oh hey Claire, this is Alex. Can you please pass me through to Vicky? They never like stop me. Even if they never heard of me before, they always put me through because I expect to be put through. And if they say she's busy right now, I'm like, oh, that's fine. Could you tell her I called, or do you have any idea when would be a better time to call back, or something like that? But just assume that they're your friend. It's kind of like it kind of seems to me like you're in this recording, like you still feel like they're on the other team or something. But you're actually, the thing is, you're on the same team as them. They just don't know it yet. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
He's with a patient. Can I ask what this is regarding?
I was just calling to follow up on an email I sent him last week about his website.
Again, just all the words were perfect, tonality. Just amp up the positivity. Like, I'm just calling to follow up about it. You'd be like, oh, I'm just calling him back because we literally like positive.
Yeah, he's in the middle with patients right now. If you sent him an email, he usually checks it. So I'm sure he saw it and he'll get back to you.
Okay. Is there a good...
You're like, okay. Instead of okay, instead of that, be like, great. Just, oh, great. Like that. All positive.
Good time that I can call back?
Oh, great. When's a better time for me to call back? Later today? Or tomorrow? Is tomorrow better?
Not really. He pretty much works all day long.
All day long. Okay.
All day long. Okay, great. Understood. Hey, would you mind writing a message to him for me?
Okay.
All right.
Positive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
She could tell you were trying to sell something because you're clearly communicating it. All right, let's move on to the next one. I think you pretty much get that point about the tonality on this one. Number 2.
Calling Dr. Keenan at Donaldson Chiropractic Clinic. We are unable to answer your call. Please leave your name and the phone number you would like us to call back, and we'll call you back as soon as we can. Thanks.
Hi, Keith. This is Logan Daniel. I sent you an email last week regarding your website. I'm just calling to follow up. If you can just give me a call back whenever you get a chance. The number I can be reached at is 815-209-9820. Thank you.
All right, so you actually have like a really, really confident sounding, like dominant, like man sounding voice, which is good. The only thing you need to amp up, like I said, is majorly amp up the positivity because it sounds way too serious, and it doesn't sound like you'd be like fun to work with. You need to want to sound like fun to, like on top of, because the way you sound right now is like you sound confident, but you also want to sound fun. You're lacking that element, so. It should be more like keep that kind of like confident, like, yo, it's Logan, call me back, that whole thing's good, but add in like a little bit of like you're excited about it as well. Kind of like,
Okay.
oh, hey Mike, this is Logan Daniel. Listen, I just sent you an email last week about potentially having a conversation where I could discuss some of the ideas that I have for you for free about how you could improve your business, make a little bit more money using some of the marketing, online marketing tools that I want to show to you. So just give me a call back whenever you get a chance. It's definitely going to be worth your time. Here's my phone number. It's 415-419-4963. I really look forward to our conversation, and I'll talk to you very soon. Like, think about your voice like it's think about it like visually, right? And just kind of like imagine your tonality like a roller coaster, okay? The thing that makes like an interesting storyteller, an interesting like comedian, actor, like monologue, those radio host, podcast, the thing that make like a voice interesting to listen to is the various emotions that it puts you through. Like me right now, I can hear myself talking about it, and like I can hear, I'm telling you these things, like there's a way that I could say to you where it's like really monotone, and I could talk to you like this, and maybe some of it would make sense, and maybe some of it would hit you, maybe not, but it would be very boring. And after a while, me talking like this, you'd be like, oh my God, how much is he gonna talk like this? But on the other hand, if I'm like all over the place, you can hear my voice is like roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? That you want to. I know it sounds weird. I know it's weird. Like this is not one of the concepts you'll learn in fucking business class at college. Like, think of your tonality like a roller coaster to make more money. But I'm telling you, this is something that would help you. So I don't know if you're a visual thinker like that, but does it kind of help you to imagine it like what I'm saying, like as a like?
Yeah, kind of like I guess when you first talk, you kind of want it to be up, and then you kind of want it to slowly dive down, then up. I'm just kind of something like that.
Yeah, it's like a natural kind of like flow throughout the whole thing. You can hear it in my voice. You can watch any of my videos, and you'll see me doing it as well. And you'll get a feel for it. Like when I'm talking a little bit higher up, it's like, like if we were to go through this example, the first example again, and I'll just doctor's office.
Hi, this is Logan. Is Michael in?
Hi, this is Logan. This is Michael. I would say doctor's office. But, hey, this is Alex Walton. I'm just following up with Mike about an email conversation we had. Would you mind patching me through to him? I would say it a little bit slower than that. I would say it like, but that would be the general tone. Hey, this is Alex Walton. Hey, this is Alex Walton. I'm following up with Mike about an email conversation we had. Would you mind patching me through to him? He's expecting my call. So in the beginning, it's like, no, I'm not Walton. No. And then I'm like, would you mind patching me through to him? He's expecting my call. That's where I fucking put the emphasis. Like the rest is like really friendly. You want to like just kind of. I know it's weird, man. And there's not really like a cookie cutter formula for how to use this, but just play with it and do it in your like. Maybe you should practice it video blogging, so that you can analyze it and get better at it that way, and then use that on your phone calls.
Okay.
The tonality is so important on the phone, man. But it's actually one of the easiest things once you figure it out, because it's literally like a hack. Because once you've done it with your own voice, and it's not hard to do, you just have to practice it a little bit. Then you can. It's like a switch, so you can just flip that switch on, and you know that you're going to be getting more, leads, more sales, and so forth. That tonality is that important. Okay, now that we've gone through those first two, we've talked a lot about tonality. Let's listen to this 5-minute one and continue.
I think the 5 minute one is like, I don't know. I got bounced around. It's a weird one. There's not much. There's not really much talking in it.
Let's go on to a different one then. In the Facebook
Oh,
group.
and by the way, that Keith guy, the one that you said Facebook had good tonality with, he's the one I did the web analysis video with. Because I emailed him after and he said, "You sure? Go ahead and send it and whatever." I'll post the link of the call I did yesterday in the chat. Okay. All right, that's the one I did yesterday. Okay, should be the right one.
Wait, are you just gonna see if it's the right one, right?
Wait, what?
You just want to see if that's the right one?
Oh, the one I posted in chat. I think it's should be the right one.
Hello, may I help you?
Whoa.
Yes,
This is Logan. Could you put me through to Victor, please?
May I ask who's calling?
Pause.
Just follow up on an email exchange.
Pause.
Hang on a second.
Pause. Did you pause it?
Oh, wait, am I playing it?
This is
Yeah.
Logan. I
Aren't
sent
you?
an email
Wait.
last
Oh,
week
shit. I
regarding
didn't even know I was
your
playing
website.
it.
Just calling to follow up to see if you got it.
Oh shit. Okay. My bad. I didn't know it was playing my end. I thought you were playing on your
No
end.
worries.
Okay.
So again, it's all tonality here. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on one second, man. I'm just trying to get my computer
no worries,
plugged in
man.
here. Perfect. Oh, yo, that's good. Thank you, baby. Perfect. No, now it's off again. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right, it's good. So again, this is just about tonality here. So, man, this is gonna take some practice. But can you hear what I'm so far? Does what I'm saying make sense?
Yeah, I need to kind of be more higher up with like my voice and stuff like that.
Yeah, and more friendly and sounding more fun too. So when we go, let's just listen to it from.
If more, it's not very good. But this is the one where I actually got to talk to. I think the only call I've got to talk to the actual decision maker.
All right.
So.
Hello, may I help you?
Hello, may I help you? Overwhelmed with positivity. Write it down. Cold call. Commandment number 1. Overwhelmed with positivity. These are your personal commandments. Everyone has their own. There's no one size fits all. Hello, may I help you? Hey. Hello, may I help you? Hey, this is Logan Daniel. Hey. How do you say it?
Hi, this is Logan.
Hi, this is Logan.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Logan. Hey, do you want to hear my sad story about how I'm building a business? Hey, do you want to pay me so I can move out of my parents' house?
Please.
My name's Logan. Hey. Right? Do you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Hugely important, man. All right, let's listen to it again.
Hello, may I help you?
Hey.
Hi, this is Logan. Could you put me through to Victor, please?
Hey, this is Logan. I'm just following up with Victor. Would you mind putting me through to him, please? He's expecting my call. Sure. Hey, this is Logan Daniel. Could you please patch me through to Victor? He's expecting me. Sure.
May I ask who's calling?
You didn't introduce yourself, so she's like, "May I ask who's calling?"
Logan.
Logan.
Just following up on an email exchange.
Just following up on the email exchange.
It was pretty brutal.
Do you see like you wanna like make it easy for yourself. You're making it really hard for yourself here.
Yeah.
Because you're only putting in like you're putting in all your effort, but you're only putting in like a little bit of like you. Like a little bit of you're only committing like one step at a time, which is understandable because you never did it before and you're just like testing. So, but you want to be like make it easy for yourself. Don't hold back any information, like you know, um, yeah. Hey, this is Logan. Hey, this is Logan Daniel. Would you mind patching me through to Victor? He's expecting my call, like that, but not the okay.
Hang on a second. I don't know. A Logan something on email exchange wants.
She's clearly busy, so she doesn't even ask like, what's it regarding? She's just like, hey, she's already off the phone. Like, hey, it's a Logan about an email exchange. Blah blah blah. I don't know who he is. Hello?
Hi, Victor.
Hello? See how like if you said it? Here's the thing. All these little energetic stuff counts. So the way he just said hello is because listen to what she says when she introduces you. She's like,
I don't know. A Logan something on email exchange wants you. I don't know.
a Logan something email exchange who wants you. I don't know who he is. Like that. He's like, hello, you know. But if she's like, hi, can I help you? Like that. Like she's clearly busy, and you're like, hey, this is Logan Daniel. I'm following up with Victor. Could you please pass me through to him? He's expecting my call. She's like, hey, this is she's like, hey, Victor, it's Logan Daniel. For you following up. Like the tonality that you, like the way you influence her is then going to influence the way that she then communicates to her boss, which is then going to influence the way he then responds to you right away. So you can already come in with a good first impression to him before you even talk to the guy by making a good first impression on his secretary. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any opportunity you can get to put a smile on that secretary's face before you get to the decision maker, take it, bro. So that's when it's great when you hear them when they tell you their name, because you can right away run with that. And I mean, dude, I can't tell you how powerful this is. Like I always play around with this when I'm calling my bank, when I'm calling my phone company or some bullshit like that, or you know, I have to like fix something when I have to call and like sit on hold for 40 minutes and then talk to some customer rep. I always will like find out their name and like use their name and be like really friendly. I mean, if I'm not pissed off about whatever it is I'm calling, of course. And I get great service from those people. Like, you know, I think it's so rare that one of them will get someone who's like, you know, they're like, hey, this is Leonard here at AT&T customer service. How may I help you today? Be like, hey, Leonard, how's it going today? This is Alex Walton. I'm just calling you to find out. Like, hi, Leonard, how's it going today? Like, that little extra step is huge. And you could even pause and wait, you know, just for a quick answer. But anyway, do you see my point there?
Yeah.
And you want to start conducting yourself in that way all the time. You want to, because this is the transformation that you must make if you want this money to just come to you naturally. I mean, sure, you could always be like pushing yourself to get it, and like you could live the rest of your business life, you know, like with like this like I don't know, I hate cold calling and business is hard for me mindset, but it's just gonna suck, right? Or on the other hand, you could be like, accept that you're gonna have to make a transformation if you want it to be like your lifestyle, and then the pursuit of that transformation, like, you know, for example, treating everyone like this way, that process, yeah, it's difficult, and I would say for sure it's worth it, but it's not about the end result either, because along the way, you're gonna have some crazy awesome experiences. I mean, your goal is obviously like the money, so you can try to do whatever the fuck you want, but when you realize, when you commit to the transformation of like, okay, I'm now gonna become someone who's like going after what I want. I'm gonna in the pursuit of my dreams. This is the step along the road that's gonna get me there right now, because this is my business. I'm putting everything into this. I'm fully committed. When you should become someone who's now, you know, throwing yourself into more social situations to develop your skill, to become more sharp, to be a better communicator, so that you can close more sales and be more boss and have that more money, have more freedom, more bitches, whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So as far as like the commitment to this process and the transformation, when you, like, I wasn't always like that either. So I know about this from experience. And I took that job at the Apple Store, like I told you, so that I could develop those social skills in a sales and business environment. You can do the same thing. You can get a job or not, and you can still get the same experience by being social with everyone you meet, finding out what people do, telling people what you do, like networking, and just being friendly. Like, always keeping in mind that anyone that you meet could be a potential client, or could be the son or brother or daughter or sister or mother of a potential client. And since business is your major focus right now, that should be something that you do keep in mind, and always kind of like, it should be something you talk about a lot. If you're passionate about your dreams, this business should be something you're happy and comfortable to discuss and bring up with other people, and it's going to lead to sales that way, and leads and also more confidence and better communication skills. So, okay, wrapping that thought up, once you've kind of committed to that, then when you're in your daily life as a fucking human being transformation, then when you're doing these phone calls, man, it's really simple when you to do these minor, tonality tweaks I'm talking about, because it's like all the same things you're already doing every day. And I get it's hard. Like, what do you think? I would guess that like the major challenges to do this are like how much you're probably not getting to practice your expression too much at your job at the factory, right? Like,
well, the only time, I probably see maybe, I don't know, around 30 truck drivers that come in and kind of drop off their paperwork and stuff like that. And that's pretty, I don't know, because like in my life now, I don't really have much time to really interact with people. It's kind of like I go to this job and then I come home. That's pretty much basically it. Because there's really nothing to really do in my town. I really don't have a car or anything like that. That's why I wanted to go to Chicago, because I could just network and do all that stuff. But I mean, I could, like, whenever the drivers come in, just ask them how their day is going, night's going.
Yes. Okay, great initiative. You should be doing that. You should be taking steps. You should be taking steps now. Excuse me, I think my girlfriend's trying to get me to watch naked Snapchats that she just sent me or something. Well, I'll watch them in a second, I promise. Okay. Every opportunity. I remember when I first started, like, deciding that I was going to make myself more social and like change myself, and it started by me doing things like that. Basically, I would just be, ask people how they're doing a little bit more, and just like, your goal should be. I mean, you want to walk around putting smiles on people's faces. That's the ideal. And you can, I mean, dude, it can be achieved. Like, I had depression for many years and anxiety as well, like really bad for a few years especially during my teens. Like, I had some really, really dark years. Like, I didn't think I would ever escape that kind of dark depression era. And yet, after like some serious hard work and a lot of commitment, because I knew I had not really any other option, I completely changed, dude. I remember feeling at certain times in my life, like walking around, like I'm just like this, like light, like some fucking positive light or something, because I'm in such a good, emotional place internally that I was literally walking around and smile. People just light up around me with smiles because I'm in such a great mood. I'm just like, all interacting with them and like engaging people, and people will just light up around me. It's like wherever I look, like smiles pop up. Not all the time. It's like when it's really crazy. But I tell you that to illustrate a point, because I wasn't like that before, but I became that way, and throwing myself into it, and it's fucking fun too. It's like addicting as hell, dude. When you begin to see that, you feel like powerful when you can walk around and bring smile to people's faces. You feel power. It's power. Like people are always walking around in like this. Most of us, almost everybody, all the time. Like most of the time, we're always walking around like a daze, right? Like this weird human daze. And when you can draw of like our own problems, and whether they're big or small or whatever we're all thinking about, when you can draw someone out of that, just even momentarily, into the present moment, so to speak, and like put a smile on their face with your energy, then that's fucking powerful. You feel like power when you do that, and that's exactly the skill that. First of all, it's like I said, it's fun, but it gives you like a sense of confidence and also a sense of joy, and that changes you really positively as a person. And as a great side note, it leads to plenty of sales, or leads, I should say. It doesn't if you don't. It's not going to lead to sales purely on its own, but it'll lead to leads, and then it's up to you to make the sales from there. And it's also going to make the sales easier. It's going to attract better people into your life. It's really powerful, this process. So I hope that this doesn't sound. I know this is a business course, so I know that you're into self-development,
I
which
get
is
what you're saying.
why I think it's cool. But I wouldn't say this to everyone, because not everyone could kind of take on board these kind of these deeper self-development ideas. I think you can, because you study this stuff. So yeah, go ahead.
How did you go about that? Was it kind of like a fake it till you make it thing? Just kind of be like, all right, now I'm just gonna be if I'm feeling positive, or whatever. Because I mean, I don't know, my current environment is kind of just like surrounded by negativity, I guess.
I know that feeling. Yeah, you have to just start out slow and like with little goals. Like, I don't know, man. If you interact with like 12 truckers in a day of work, just whatever amount of effort you're putting in right now to put a smile on their face, multiply it by like 100, and just do that. Just do whatever you can. Just put a smile on the face. It's not that you could be silly or whatever, or just be like, it doesn't have to be like a big goofy smile. Like, just make them feel good for a moment as a human being in front of you. For no reason other than just to do it. Start doing that more often. It'll boost your confidence, which with everyone that you do, like with every person that you engage with, your confidence will increase, and you'll start to enjoy it more as well, and that will make it easier to continue doing, because right now it probably seems like this weird exercise that might be difficult to stick to or something. But when you start having fun with it, you'll very naturally like transition into doing it without thinking, because it'll become a part of you very, very easily.
So I can just like kind of ask them how their week's been and stuff like that, and like, I don't know, short dialogue or something.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things, I'll put you through like a little part of the exercise that I'm going to be releasing all these videos about, and it's kind of like when you're considering who you want to be, right? Like, one of the things I'm going to ask you to consider is, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Like, when you think of the James Bond version of Logan Daniel, what does that look like for you? What are those characteristics? How does that dude walk? How does he talk to people? How does he talk to girls? How does he interact with strangers? How does he talk to these truckers at work? How would the James Bond Logan Daniel, even though he's working at this shitty job at a factory, yeah, sure, okay, the James Bond Logan Daniel wouldn't be working at that factory, okay, but every James Bond character had to work in the factory at some point. The difference is the James Bond in the factory, like the young James Bond, still in the factory, knows, all right, I'm in the factory now, but I'm fucking James Bond, so I just gotta wait this shit out, hustle, I'm gonna be there soon. But all these other fuckers around here, they're still gonna be in this factory, I'm gonna be motherfucking James Bond. So you can still carry yourself like the future you that you're gonna be. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter about what situation you're in now. And I actually started to do this, man. I remember when I was at the Apple store, I started to carry myself with the confidence of a businessman. And I would walk around and I'd be walking around with more swag than my managers, and I'd look at them like, you fucking chump, man. Just look at the manager like, you're fucking chump, man. You're 45 years old. You're working this fucking job. I'm out there selling to these businesses. I'm fucking 19 years old. Like, and you're like getting mad at me, telling me what to do because you're just pissed you're out your shitty life. I was looking at them in the face like, you're like nothing, man. Like, not like disrespectfully, but not like, I like them all. They're all like relatively nice people and everything. But I was literally like, I remember that feeling. I started to carry myself like with the confidence of the future me that I was becoming, because I started to see those results coming in. I was taking all the right actions. I was making serious progress. And you could see it, like I could feel it when I would walk around, So think about that's part of the exercise. You can start thinking about it now. Part of the exercise you're going to do is like who is the James Bond future version of you that you dream of being, and then more specifically, how does that person act? You know, how do they talk to people? How would they greet these trucker strangers? For me, when I started out, I wanted to just be like more confident. I wanted to be like charismatic. I wanted to like be able to hold attention and be a good storyteller. I wanted to be charming. You know, I wanted to be calm and collected. These are some of the traits I came up with. I'm gonna have you guys come up with your own traits, and I could see how I had a vision of what I wanted myself to look like, not physically, but in the way that I conducted myself and acted and interacted with people. And it was a lot like, I mean, it was a lot like what I am now, I guess. Of course, I have goals to get way better, but I should say more accurately who I am now compared to who I am then. Like I'm so much closer now to who I want to be after spending years with some focus on it. But it's crazy because I was totally not this way. So for me, in your situation with the truckers, I would say I would have done something like, I would have been. Do you see the same 12 truckers every?
Most of them I see the same every time I'm there.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, if I was in your shoes, then I would be like the James Bond version of this would be like if I was friends with all the truckers. Like if all the truckers were friends with me, every time one of the truckers comes in, they see that it's me working that day, they're excited and happy to see me because we're homies. So you should become homies with all the truckers. Like, what's up, dude? Yo, how many hours did you drive today? Like, what's your favorite trucker food, man? I'm really curious. Like, do you prefer Snickers or do you do the sunflower seeds? What do you think, man? Like, are you a cigarette smoker? Do you like the tobacco? What do you do? What's your trucker culture look like? Get it, just become homies with them, man, because it's gonna make you feel like, first of all, it feels good to like engage people, and when you feel kind of like a positive leadership, sort of sense within you when you extend your hand for no other reason other than to share positive energy, and someone receives it, appreciates it. So I would say to try to become homies with these people. Like, you don't have to hang out with them after work or anything, but it's gonna make you feel good that you're putting a smile on their face. And when they show up happy to see you, like when they show up and see it's you, and they're like, "Oh, what's up? Yo, it's my friend." Then it's gonna also boost your confidence, and you're gonna realize, oh, like it's gonna make me feel better just easily throughout the day, throughout my life. Just these 12 small smiling interactions throughout the day changes everything, man. That's like your whole world could look different. Like if your whole world looked gray right now, with this, if you start just like having these interactions throughout the day with you, when you reach out and touch someone's heart a little bit, share a smiling moment for no reason with another human being, your day changes and color comes back into the world. So, it can be that drastic. So not always, but it can be. So I would say play with that and think about it in the context of becoming that James Bond version of yourself, or whoever that character is for you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start doing that. That's kind of like the complete opposite perspective I was taking. I was kind of like, all right, like just focus on getting this business down, and then once I get this down, I can fix everything else. Yeah. So, definitely.
Yeah, it's all connected. And that's a cool thing because you can focus on. Okay, you've heard this idea that self-development's a journey, but people choose different paths of self-development. Like, some people choose like swimming, some people choose basketball, general sports, some people choose art, some people music, some people choose science, whatever, right? Everyone has like a different path they choose of whatever. Not everyone. Some people just sit around and jerk off, smoke weed, and like clean bathrooms at McDonald's, I guess. But the people who, right, like generally, I totally got distracted by the McDonald's thing now.
Those munchies, man.
I don't know why I was thinking about that. before that? What was I saying before I started talking about jerking off at McDonald's?
I don't know. I think
Oh,
it
the
was
different paths of self-development.
the path of self-development. Yeah.
Sorry. Some of these ideas I've never fleshed out fully verbally, so I get kind of sidetracked and lost. But these are really important things. So the different paths of self-development. The cool thing about this, you were saying like, should I focus on business now or wait and then build it up and then focus on my stuff later? But you can actually, it's all blended together. And the cool thing is, since business is your current path of self-development, you can keep business as your focus with the intention of course, doing some great work for people and building up a business that's making you good money. Of course, that's the intention. That's the focus. But throughout the journey, the path of like business self-development, you're fixing all of that shit that you were just saying. You don't wait to fix it. It is that journey of building the business is the process of fixing all that stuff. And it's really cool that you can do both, because fuck man, you're getting paid to work on yourself, bro. You're getting paid to get better as a person.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the approach I mean this job, I mean it's pretty like if this job was in like Chicago, I'd be like, all right, this is cool. Even though I mean hours kind of blow, but like most of the time I just kind of sit around and just read like books or something like that. Because I mean there's a lot of downtime in between when the drivers come in, and I really don't have to do anything unless there's like an issue. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like I'm getting paid to learn or whatever.
You know what? Let's just continue this phone call. I want to finish this phone call before we jump off. Cool.
Okay.
Let's just play it.
Hello?
Hi, Victor. This is Logan. I sent you an email last week regarding your website. I was just calling to follow up to see if you got it.
Website email.
Ideally, you want to just tell them right away why you're calling. You don't want to make them think about if they got an email. You don't want to make them look through their email. You want to just tell them, hey, Victor, like you want to find out if they saw it. But if they say, no, like, hey, Victor, this is Logan Daniel following up on the email I sent you last week about your website. Did you get that one? They'll say, oh, no, I didn't. Oh, no worries. Hey, listen, it was just me. I just found or you can say something like this. Oh, no worries. I just came across your website last week and I found some opportunities I think could make you, could improve your business or bring in more sales, bring in more customers, whatever you think is the best benefit for that type of business. I wanted to shoot you a totally free analysis of some quick fixes you can make to improve online. Do you think would that be something you're interested in? Totally free. No, nothing needed. Just totally. You emphasize it. It's totally free. Free analysis. Would that be interesting to you? Like, yeah, sure. Like, all right, that's like a better way of doing it. Let's continue that.
Yeah, I got like 1,800 emails.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so basically I just came across your website and saw that there was some opportunity to kind of improve the way that you connect with
The tonality, man.
Yeah.
Well, can you do another one for me? Can you do like another one for me right now? Can you try
Another call?
No. Like try doing the tonality for me right now. Like how it should be done.
Okay.
I got like 1,800 emails. So.
All right, great. So basically, what I was talking about in the email was that I came across your website and I saw some opportunity for you to improve kind of your web presence and your ability to connect with potential clients online.
That was much better.
Much better. Okay.
Much better.
Sounded really weird.
Yeah. Well, it was a little bit stressed, but it sounded more positive, and now mix it with that concept I said of like the roller coaster tonality, and you're better. So try it again.
Okay.
I have 1,800 emails.
All right, great. So basically, I sent you the email.
Instead of all right, great, be like, oh, totally understand. Me too. Always loaded with emails. Not like all right, great, like you're not listening. All right, great, like just like a stock answer. I have 1,800 emails. All right, great. All right, great. You have 18. You know what I'm saying? Oh, totally understand. So you're like, I sent you an email. Like, oh, I have 1,800 emails. No.
Okay.
I have 1,800 emails.
Oh, I completely understand. I get a lot of emails too. But yeah, so I basically
But yeah, so anyway, no, that was better. That was much. That was
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
That was
Okay.
good. That was good. Totally understand. I'm also loaded with emails. The reason I emailed you was because. Da, 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 da. All right, go for it. I have 1,800 emails.
Yeah, I totally understand. I'm loaded with emails too. The reason I sent you the email last week is that I came across your website and I noticed that there were some possible opportunities to improve your web presence
That was
too.
so good, but that was
Okay.
so good. That was amazing. But one thing you could even done better. I noticed some opportunities. Opportunities to improve the way your site connects with potential clients online. But that was the beginning was fucking ace, man. That you did like roller coaster, positive, and dominant. All right, dude. I have 1,800 emails.
Yeah, me too. I get tons of emails every day. But the reason I was emailing you is because I saw a lot of opportunities to improve your web presence for you to connect with clients online.
Boom. That was fucking money, man. That was money. And then you follow that sentence with, and I wanted to know if you were interested in a totally free video analysis done by me personally on some quick fixes you could make to improve your website and get more clients.
Okay.
But that was money the way you said it. I'm recording so you can watch this back and
Okay.
analyze that shit. But dude, the way you just said it is how you want to say it. I'm glad we did this exercise right now. That was fucking money. All right, let's keep listening.
Potential clients via your website. And I just want to know if you were interested in me sending you like a free 5 to 8 minute web analysis video, just talking about some of the things I like.
How much does that cost a month?
No, it's free. I was going to send you a free video. It's 5 to 8 minutes. Just
Yeah.
Nope, it's free. Totally free. All right.
me walking through your website. You'll see,
Your tonality is like it's all really down, like really like down here, and it's like if it's only down here, then it's gonna come across like you're apathetic. It comes across apathetic. Is that you know that word? Like
Yeah. What do you mean by apathetic?
apathetic is like let me just find the definition, but it means showing or feeling no interest, enthusiasm, or concern.
Okay.
You appear uninterested and indifferent, basically. You got to show more interest as well as positivity. That high pitch thing, like going up here, is like showing interest and positivity. Listen to the way you say this, like
It's a month.
like it's all that you need. Some of what you're doing, and the way you're doing it down here is really good. Most people have a hard time talking with the same confidence you are here, but you need some of that kind of like cold. This is what it is. This is what I'm offering. You need some of that, and it's hard to develop. That's good. You have it, but you need to amp up the other side to balance it out. Otherwise, you're gonna just lose leads because you come across.
no, it's free. I was going to send you a free video.
Come across like
It's 5 to 8 minutes, just me walking through your website. You'll see,
it's something like apathetic, something like a little bit uninterested, or maybe like a little bit like lack of like true emotional care for how the person does, you know, something like just think about it like this is going to be my new friend, so this is the introduction to this person. So I'm like, when I get on the phone and you're telling about this free thing, it's not just another lead on your list. It's not just another name to cross off. This is like your new potential client. So when he's like, how much is it per month? Like, you can even laugh. Like, oh no, right now I just want to offer you a totally free analysis on some of my thoughts, just to give you some ideas. And if you like them, then we can get together for a conversation, either in person or over the phone or Skype, to discuss some of those ideas in more depth. Like, all right, let's continue.
me, your website, what your website does well, what I feel like can be improved upon, and then from
Yeah, because
that,
what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking that website down.
okay.
I don't know what you thought of the website, but I'm okay with it. But what I want to do is I have a vitamin thing, nutrition thing.
This is
I'm
good.
gonna break that away from
This is great. He's already telling you, like, you obviously didn't do too bad because he's already telling you information about what he's doing. He's already like, oh, I have this thing I'm doing.
I was kind of panicking at this stuff. I'm like, oh shit.
That's amazing, dude. That's sick. Whenever you get this, because this is I don't know where this call how it ends yet, but Um, yeah, he's already giving you information about what he's doing. Oh, I was thinking about taking it down. I don't know what you thought about it, but all right.
That.
Okay. So are you gonna have a new website for that, or what
Yeah,
do you?
I have 3 websites now. I'm gonna have 4.
Okay. Yeah, I could walk through
So
those.
you promote the chiropractic thing? Is that what you do?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm currently starting a business working with chiropractors to improve their websites.
How long you been doing this?
See, you don't get these questions if your tonality has that positive, confident thing. But you're kind of like right here. I can hear now that you're panicking more than before because you're kind of like giving minimal words and just like cutting off your sentences. Like just starting a business, working with chiropractors. But he's like, how long have you been doing this?
Just starting out?
Well, I have a team of people. I pretty much deal with project management and customer relations. So my team has had 5 to 10
What's your
years.
company called?
Nice.
Supreme Web Studios,
Where are you out of?
Rockford, Illinois. But my team's pretty global. We got different people across the U.S.
Yeah, okay, if you want to send me something, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be interested because I'm actually looking. What I was going to do is I have to do a store, and this company I have now doesn't do stores, so I'm losing a lot of business that way.
Okay.
And then the other thing, I have Accident Wellness Care Center, which I own the domain for that. I have MyoStar, which is the nutritional thing. I own all the domains for that. But, you know, I have a problem, I think, with Google because they keep looking at the one and looking at the other, don't understand, I guess, what's going on, and I'm going to try and make it cleaner. I mean, I have good reviews on there, but like I said, I think I have an issue with that. And the company that I have, I think they take anybody, and it's like they're not really doing anything. I actually paid more money per month, and they're not doing anything.
Okay.
It seems like I'm not completely on the first page all the time. So this is what you do?
Yeah, that's something I can help you out
I'm
with.
trying to figure
So he's saying he's already paying people.
Yeah.
Great.
out what you do.
Yeah, pretty much anything dealing with a website. SEO is what you're talking about as far as raising your rankings in Google. You
Yeah,
do that as well.
raising my ranking in Google.
Yeah.
So what I just told you is you're going to tell me that already. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to work on that. So once I do that, then you could take. I can have XYZ. Doesn't matter. I could just be on the internet myself, and you could take that web page and promote it. Then, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do. Okay, great. Because I already have the domain names.
Okay. Yeah. Give me
my domain is Accident and Wellness Care Center, and I notice that people they want that because I know that it's popular. But the fact is, I have it, so nobody else can have it.
Okay. And is that website currently up, or do you just own the domain?
Oh yeah, no, it's up.
Okay.
I mean, if you do MyoStar or Accident and Wellness Care or my name, it all comes up to the same webpage that you looked at.
Okay.
It says integrity with the pursuit of excellence in patient care on the front page.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, okay. I mean, a lot of information. There's a bio on there. Then it links to my JurisPro website. And there's supposed to be a store in there, but it never got set up because that company doesn't do PayPal.
Okay.
And they were supposed to, and they kept telling me they're going to. I kept waiting, and now finally I'm tired of waiting because they're not doing anything.
Okay. Well, what I could do is I'll shoot a video and I'll send it to you this week, kind of reviewing your website, and I'll check out some of your other links that you're talking about as far as stores and everything. And I will.
I mean, because once I have that all established, you can promote everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to tell me $10,000 a month, I don't think.
No.
Because
Actually,
I have people tell me 2,000, 10,000. I mean, these are just numbers.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna
hear
do
you.
that.
Actually, what we're doing since we're kind of just starting this is that kind of our first 3 clients are going to be strictly at cost. So basically, we'd only be charging you how much it would take us to build the store or.
Well, I like
SEO.
you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has to start out somewhere.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
So, you're being honest with me, and I appreciate that. Because, I'm used to people telling me all kinds of junk that
Yes.
doesn't add up. Yeah, reintroduce yourself with me with the internet and send me your contact information because I'm going to grab lunch here. And then send me a little 5-minute thing, something short, and let me look at it.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you an email with the 5.
I remember your email. I read it.
Okay.
But you know how many of those I get?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no, I probably get 10 of those a week.
This is why you follow up on the phone, Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And everyone else watching this.
that's why I wanted to call and follow up.
And I like to give people the time of day, but, the fact is, if you're going to do a $10,000 sales pitch on me, you can save it.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. All right. We'll talk. All right.
All right. Talk to
Bye-bye.
you soon. Bye.
Yo, can you see me or hear me?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, my computer just, I don't know what the fuck happened with my computer. I can't even do anything with it.
Did you?
Yeah.
But did you hear? You heard the end of the call, right?
I heard where you said it was, that's good because he said he liked new guys, and then it kind of crashed on me.
Uh,
Reddit.
Okay.
But you know how many of those I get?
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, I
do you hear this part yet?
Yeah, that's where it cut off at.
Where he said like I get like 10 of those a week.
Yeah.
So he said he was saying that he got your email, he read it, but he didn't respond to you because he gets 10 of those a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you follow up on the phone.
Okay.
Because who knows how many people you're emailing are reading it and just not getting back to you because they're busy and are getting a million of those a week. You get him on the phone, all of a sudden he's telling you all these things that he wants to do, and he's telling you, yes, I'm willing to pay if you can help me. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I was kind of surprised with, is kind of how quickly, I thought like I'd have to call like, I don't know, like 50, 60 people before I actually get to talk to one person, you know.
How many people is that? You called 3 people?
I've called.
How many
I've
people
called
before you got to that
12
guy?
people.
12. How many before you got to that guy?
6.
6 people. Boom.
Yeah.
That's serious. That's serious sales potential. And he even told you he was willing. He even told you that he was willing to pay you as well.
Yeah.
So what you could do even is you could do like a depending on what he need, like what he has right now, and what you can do to help him. You could do some of it, like you could do a lot of cool, nice, like awesome, effective stuff for him at cost, and make sure he's really happy with it, and then offer to charge him monthly for SEO. So I would say I would start with the websites that he has up, optimize those so that the leads that are hitting those web pages, do what he wants them to, which is either call him or buy something on the website or whatever they want their online customers' action to be.
So you recommend me focusing on that during the web analysis video?
Have you done that yet?
No, I'm going to be doing that tomorrow.
Okay.
And sending it to him.
Cool. You should send it to me before you send it to him.
What's up?
You should send it to me before you send it to him. And
Yeah,
if
I can so I got a little bit of time, but I'll do it and I'll send it to you.
don't send it to him before I respond.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm curious. I've considered in the past testing something like jumping on sales calls with clients with like you guys, and like being like a rep of Supreme Web Design or something. So if you send me your video analysis, and if I think like, if I have time, or if I think that it'd be better, and I want to record one on behalf of Supreme Web Studio, that might be something that I would do. I would consider it at least, and it would definitely be helpful, I'm sure. So I want to do whatever I can, I think that would be a pretty minimal time investment on my part, and that would probably be a big help to you in this case. So let's think about that. Send me what you have though, because you should be practicing them for yourself anyway.
Yeah.
And whether we send that one or not, somewhere or another, I'll figure out a way to make sure you guys get this one done. That being said, though, maybe what you could do is like optimize the current sites at cost.
Yeah.
And we can explain to him how, and maybe this is why it's important that I do or get involved, so that we do this right. But we have to explain to him why those changes we're making at cost are awesome, basically. Why they're good for his business, and why it's such a huge value to him that he's paying only the at cost price, considering how many dollars it's going to add onto his bottom line. After that's done, he's happy and he knows the value of what he just got for how much he paid. Then we'll offer him the SEO package, which is monthly, and he already said he's paying for it and willing to pay for it. You can charge him $1,000 a month. You'll pay $500 or something, and
Yeah.
and there you go. And so you do some great work for him at cost, and then but you should even tell him up front, like, hey, we can do this and this and this and this, and this for you at cost. Like all these things, they benefit you in this and this and this way. It's hugely valuable to your business. And after that, after we've done great work for you and you've seen the great results we can bring for you in your business, then we will we'll consider working together more long term for SEO, and then we'll talk about our options at that point. How does that sound? How does that sound? Always ask that shit. How does that sound? Just like when you, because what I'm doing, when I'm saying all that shit, I'm kind of like, oh man, it's like this weird balance, this whole like tonality thing of like positive and negative, like, or positive and dominant, more like, not really negative, but like up and down, and then kind of like empathetic or like commanding, like understanding or commanding more accurately. That's so huge. So when I'm saying shit like, when I'm describing how we could work together, and I'm saying like how I just said it, and I say at the end like, how does that sound? It's like it's a way of wrapping things up, getting us all on the same page. That's a small detail, but
okay. I'm recalling you off of the laptop here.
That's fine, man. Leave it on this one because I'm already recording this.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay, so let's just finish.
I probably get 10 of those a week.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to call and follow up.
And I like to give people the time of day, but the fact is, if you're going to do a $10,000 sales pitch on me, you could save it.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. All right. We'll talk. All right.
Yeah, I know. All right, we'll talk. You're like, that's a lot of money. No, you could say, yeah, like, if you're gonna do a $10,000 sales pitch on me, you can save it. So that's you wouldn't run into that line, and there's not really any way to recover from that, hearing that line. Like you just be like, there's not really a great way anyway. But the way you can avoid hearing it in the first place is by saying something like that guy says on the Grant Cardone phone call, where he's like, I'm calling you because I wanted to find a time where I can show you how I'm going to make you an extra $1 million this year in your business. And then at the end of the call, hey, can you do me a favor, write my name down? That's Logan Daniel. Can you write a $sign next to it and 1 million? Because that's what this phone call is going to be worth to you. When he says that shit, that's you're not going to hear any like, don't you try a $10,000 pitch on me, sir. You're not going to hear that shit. They'll be more open to hearing what you have to say and not kind of like blocking out, potential opportunities right off the bat. And it's fine. I mean, you don't need to sell them for 10 grand. It's not going to hurt you to get, that he said that. But anyway, it's good to kind of like establish the value of it early. And you didn't really do that. You kind of did. You said like improve your website, but it was like a very weak emphasis on the benefit. You have to really emphasize the benefit hard for them, because think about it. They're in business, man. They need to keep the lights on. They need to feed their kids, man. So it's all about the dollar bills for them, like in their business, as far as the business's life force, and needs money to live. That's its blood. So speak their language and emphasize the benefit. Why is it important? Why should they take your call? Why should they remember you? Why is it important that they're talking to you right now? Emphasize that, and you'll have more compliance and a little bit less of this like half confrontational, half defensive thing, which he didn't really do too much, but just a little bit, like in a joking way, where he's like, "If you got a $10,000 pitch, save it."
Yeah.
All right, man. I think that's enough. I think that's enough.
Scrambling. Because at that point, I was pretty much scrambling because I'm like, "Oh shit, this dude has like this big massive pain. He's telling me like exactly what he wants." I was just trying to like, all right, don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Love it. Well, dude, this is great. I'm so happy we went over that phone call. That's fucking money. And I'm gonna put this Skype recording together after this, upload it. I want you to go over that part where we were doing the exercise. I mean, go over the whole thing, but especially that part where we were doing the exercise, practicing tonality, and listen to that one at the end that you did. That was fucking really good. Compare that to your phone calls here. Listen to them side by side, and then fucking practice it on video for yourself. And you can post them to the group if you want, or whatever. If you're comfortable with it, do it. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not gonna overwhelm you with any more feedback, but this is really, really solid. That one at the end was fucking money. That's a definite like first sale. Like in the you have to really fuck up not to get like at least a testimonial sale at cost for this guy. You have to really fuck up. And beyond that, he already said, like, I like you. I like working with the small guy. Everyone has to start somewhere. And so if you do great work for him at cost, then and tell him, you can even tell him up front, like, I'm going to do all this great work for you now, and then at the end of that process, after you've seen the great results, then we'll talk again about working together more long term at full price, at the normal price, right? You can even say that up front, but that's a really strong lead, man. Really strong. You could definitely get a testimonial sale, and I think you could even get a $1,000 a month, aka $500 in your pocket a month deal from this guy. Or more, because he already said he's paying right now, and so he didn't say how much he's paying right now. That's always a question you should ask if you hear that they're if you hear them say that they're already paying. That's like ding 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 ding, because that's a qualified buyer. They're already buying, so all you have to do is like steal the business away, as opposed to convince them to spend money if they're not already. And if they say they're buying, ding ding ding, you want to find out especially because he was already talking about price. Like one guy said 10,000, one guy said 2,000. That would be a really like smooth and perfect place for you to say something or ask something like, "Oh, and how much? Do you mind if I ask how much are you paying right now? And how much are you paying?" He's like, "Well, one guy tried to sell me 10, one guy tried to sell me 2. Oh, and how much are you paying? Do you mind if I ask?" Like, you want to find out that, because then you know how much they're willing to pay as well. Right, and the more you like, that, because no one's really going to tell you how much they're really willing to pay. Usually, like sometimes, but generally they'll tell you, they won't tell you, or they'll tell you a number that's way less, right? Because they don't want to spend it. So, but if you can get an idea how much they're spending, then that's really good. So, any chance you get to ask that, he kind of gave you an opportunity there, and you can even bring it up on the next time you talk to him. You could say something like, in our last conversation, you mentioned getting proposals for things like $10,000 a month and $2,000 a month here and there. Where's he based, by the way?
Let me look, because I did this call yesterday. I think he's based in Boulder.
I wonder if one of my clients from Boss Life already tried to hit up this chiropractor with like a $10,000 a month proposal, and that's why he's like, I'm getting hit up 10 times per week. Everyone's hitting up chiropractors. No, but anyway, you can bring it up on the next call with him, where you say, you mentioned to me, Keith, that you got proposals for this amount and this amount. Do you mind if I ask you what was the actual price you ended up, or what was the package you ended up going with? What did it consist of? Find out what he was getting and what he was paying for it. In this, you can ask it. It's like one of those questions you might feel uncomfortable asking. You can preface it by saying something like, "Do you mind if I ask you, do you mind if I ask you how much or what you were getting monthly for the amount you were paying, and how much were you paying?" And then once he tells you that information, it's like, it's for you're using it to benefit him. So anyway.
All right. So what do you think my next step should be? Should I do the video analysis video?
I think you should practice your tonality on video first, and watch this one. I'll literally put it together and upload it right after this, so you can watch it today.
It won't hurt if I wait before sending him the video, will it?
What's that?
It won't hurt if.
Oh, how long? When did you call him? Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
It's not gonna. I mean, you can do, after you do the practice your tonality a bit, just record one anyway. Record a video analysis as if you're gonna send it, and then send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, man.
And one other thing, I'll message you my other one that I did. I think I did it on Sunday.
Hey, man, if you're gonna do your video analysis, You're gonna wear your nicest shirt. You're gonna take the hat off. You're gonna trim your face too.
Polo
Trim,
and everything.
you gotta trim. You gotta trim the beard up as well, man. Look as professional as possible, bro. You gotta look.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the other thing we're gonna start doing is It's kind of a small thing, but I'm gonna suggest to everyone they start dressing like motherfucking James Bond as well. You gotta start thinking like James Bond and dressing like James Bond. You're gonna feel like motherfucking James Bond. And you want to look like James Bond on the camera. That's important because you don't want to like. He's gonna have like a very strong first impression of you. If you saw my video analyses, all of them are wearing like black shirt, nice black shirt. That's important. Like the first time he sees you, big deal. Cool, man.
Good deal. Yeah, I'll practice the tonality a little bit. I don't know if I have enough time to do it today because I have to go to work in like probably almost an hour and a half, or prepare for work and everything like that. But yeah, I'll shoot the video and I'll send it to you, and I will message you the other web analysis video that I actually did as well.
You posted it in the group, right?
Yeah. I posted in the group.
We'll go over that next time.
All right, cool.
Right now, this Keith one is the most important, I think. Oh, is this? Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, I posted it in the wrong, or accidentally posted it in like my other post. So like, I have one thread that's kind of off. It has pretty much the majority of my updates besides that one, and then the other one I posted, I think, when I talked about your or did my intro video or whatever. Okay. My computer's working a little bit better now. Let's see here. But would Monday be too late? You feel like if I send it over Monday morning?
Next Monday.
Or by Monday? Yeah.
Yeah, don't wait that long.
Okay.
Send it this week. Send it as soon as possible.
I'll do that. How have your calls with everyone else been?
Really good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, when are we gonna get these group calls going, man?
Thank you for reminding me.
Actually, I found that software where you can post a poll or whatever for time.
You did?
Yeah. Well, this is just one that was in another group I was in, like, I don't know, a year back. I looked at it. This is what they did to, I think it's called Doodly. I don't know, it's free. Yeah.
It's free.
And from what I remember, you just posted your times and people clicked, and then it was like like a graph or something. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good to hear that. Because I figured the call went pretty decent, and I figured I had a decent chance of possibly closing the sale, but he seems like he actually really wants the SEO stuff and that online store. I'm pretty sure you could set up like a PayPal button on his products or whatever. Pretty simply.
I will consider I'll consider doing a video, getting involved, whether it's doing a video analysis for this guy for you or getting on jumping on a call with you and being it could be your digital expert or whatever you want me to be. I could be a member of your team, and that would be beneficial. I could do both, but I'm down to do that. Just keep that in mind, all right?
If you're willing, man, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm in it to get you guys. I'm in it to get you guys results, man.
Yeah, man. I'd really appreciate that.
If you have
one last thing, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't get to contact you. I was thinking about asking you before doing this, but you mentioned it in your Vault videos that it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you do look at the previous web analysis video, you said that to boost credibility, you could show work of previous members in the group. So I found like one of the websites you did, and I was like, member of my team, this is some of his previous work to kind of illustrate, because it was a good representation of why his website sucked. Like his homepage didn't work at all. like he had high quality YouTube videos, but they weren't on his page or whatever. And then I don't know, like it was he had like computer code on his website, like it was just a wreck. So,
Fuck.
but I just wanted to make sure that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was one of my websites, right?
It was the optician Patrick.
Yep. Oh, they just changed it though, bro.
No. I
They
think
just-
it was what Focus.
Yeah, man, but you shouldn't use that website anymore because they changed it. They're not using my website now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. 'Cause I thought that because I remember you talking about his photo, and I saw the background. I just figured that it was like one that you did.
This one is
So-
not. This one's not the one that I did, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go back through. What was the one? What was the one you did? Do you remember? Or?
Well, it was no. I did this business, but they have since updated their website again with a design that was not mine.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah.
yeah, mine was better.
Did you still do that one that was in your web analysis video with that? I think his name Mike or something. He was a psychiatrist or something.
Are you talking about Ken Meyer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's cool if I use this one now.
Yep.
All right. Then. All right. Good deal. Yeah, man, I really appreciate you taking up the time to kind of help me out with this and walk through call and all that.
Hell yeah, man.
It's been super helpful. Got something I didn't even really notice was tonality. I'll definitely work on that.
That's so important, man. And it's easy. It's an easy fix if you put your focus on it.
Yeah.
Easy, and so effective.
Yeah, so I'll be able to practice that tomorrow because I plan on doing like 9 more calls tomorrow, then
Sick.
8 calls on Thursday. So once I call them once, should I just keep emailing them or do I just keep? Because like when I was calling, I thought that okay, like the actual calling them and then immediately sending them a message, email saying that I contacted you or left a message or whatever. At that point, they would probably get back to me. Versus like actually getting them on the phone.
I didn't understand. Can you say it again?
Like I don't really expect to be able to get in contact with them over the phone, basically, given the nature of the profession of chiropractors, because they're they're so busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt like just the fact that I remember you sending a video. You want to have multiple avenues of contact, right? You want to email, you want to call, if you could show up in person, do that. You know, the more avenues of contact, the more they see your face, know your name, the more likely they will be to contact you, basically.
Correct.
So,
Good. And by the way, good job, like listening. Clearly, you listen. Actually, like,
yeah,
pay attention.
but
To, like,
I really went on like a bender watching your vids, like.
that was so funny. Like the first time when we talked, because you had just finished all of them. I was like, I'm so sorry that you had to see my face right now after watching me for like 15 hours.
Yeah. Deal. All right, yeah, I'll after this call, I'll go ahead and do that web analysis video, and then yeah, I'll probably just send it to you via Skype, or do you want me to post it in the group? Or
Yes, you can do both.
okay, I'll do both. Good deal.
All right, buddy.
Man, I appreciate it. I'll
Good call,
talk
man.
to you later.
Definitely go over this recording, and especially the part where we're doing the analysis. That's gonna be hugely valuable to you, man. I'm fucking excited. You only did 6 calls, and you already have your first one. And I know you were so nervous that you were not going to be able to make any sales, being where you are, not in Rockford, not close to anyone. Look at this. You got already someone in halfway across America. He's like, yes, I like you already. Let's do something. Boom.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I don't think it's really sunk in yet. It's kind of.
Dude, you could have $500 a month coming in by 2016. How does that feel?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
With like an hour or two of work a month maintenance.
Yeah. I feel like that completely mind shift of like, all right, I can do this. I can travel. I can do all that shit.
That $497 price tag doesn't seem so hefty now, does it?
No, man. Making
Cool.
an impact within literally like 2.5.
Yeah, and then that's just the beginning, right?
Yeah,
By the way,
definitely.
speaking of which, fucking Hirsch, this motherfucker is making more money than me right now, I think. He's like, yesterday he told me he made $4,000 in the morning. He also closed an $800 a month social media management deal and a $1,000 landing page deal. 3 sales one day. He also got a brand new office for free because he basically charmed some cunts who own like a big web design and development agency into giving him a free office because they're like young enough that he's roughly the same age. And this motherfucker, I don't even know how much money he's made this month, but
Dude, he's crushing it.
yeah, he's fucking killing it.
He's all in one day. That's not.
He already made 4, as far as I know, at least 4 1,000 a month SEO deals this month as well, or in the last month. I mean, yeah, November. So that's it. That's 48 grand in a year. If they stick with him for a year, that's 48 grand in revenue, though. So 24 grand in profit that he just secured, just in November alone. Just in those 4 SEO deals, not including the other ones I just mentioned and the other ones I haven't mentioned. So, man, it kind of, when he tells me some of these stories, it makes me maybe think I should get back into the game. I'm not doing any marketing, as you know, like with this business, because I'm just purely boss life. But when I see this shit, I'm like, man, maybe I should just get my feet wet a little bit, just try to get a couple big SEO sales again, you know?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's dope, man. He's done with his finals and all that, right?
He finished.
No, he did.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted
We got calls, man. I want to meet everybody, man.
Yeah. Well, I just found I just found out how to do it, so I'll post that right now after this.
Yeah, I feel like not a lot of people are posting in the Facebook group besides me, and I know Jesse posts a little bit and all that. So, because I still think there's a good amount of people that haven't done their intro video or whatever. I know you got like 30.
Yeah. Well, some of those guys, like 10 of those guys, are my friends / mentors.
Oh.
And then all right, but more engagement. I'm gonna work on it right after we get off the call. One more thing I was curious about is like, what do you think about this idea of maybe putting together a team, like a Boss Life blog outsourcing team of people that you can, like, until you decide to get your own team of designers, developers, or whatever, you have like a team of vetted people that you could give work to. All you have to do is make sales and just hand off the work and coordinate. Would that be something? Do you think I should set up something like that? I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, I think that would be really helpful because I feel like there's two major parts, like or hurdles or walls or whatever. It's like first is the sale, and then the second is delivering product, right? At least for me, because I've never done it before.
You're right. That is all there is to it, really. That's really all there is. So cool. All right, man. I've been thinking about it for actually since last year, but I just didn't really know how to execute it. But now that I have this group together, I'm realizing that it would be probably a huge value add. So I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah, because that way, because I was assuming, because I have a realistic vision of this journey where I was like, all right, well, I know probably my first couple sales, maybe half of them are going to fall through because I'm going to fuck up something as far as outsourcing or the team or whatever, and I just have to be ready for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. That's another beast in of itself. hiring the right outsourcer and managing that project, communicating with the client throughout the process, and all that
True
stuff.
story. It's a true story, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's a seriously good idea. I'm gonna think about it. I might even take it one step further. I don't know what you think about this, but what if I had a website that was what if I set up an agency, basically a digital web design agency that had a website that was already sick, that already had a portfolio, that already had a team, and then if you wanted to sell under that name, you could do it. Like, then it would already be like an established brand. You could throw your, you could have your own little page on the website or whatever.
Oh wow, okay.
What do you think about that? Would that work? Do you think that could work?
I think it'd definitely be valuable because, like, kind of have that mentorship with you. Because I mean, because I feel like the first part of the process, just from like talking to you and listening to videos, is like, emailing, pick up the phone, contacting the client, getting the meeting, getting the sale. That's priority number one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I know the SSM stuff. They want you to like, okay, get the business established first, website, all that stuff. So getting the sale is probably the first thing you need to do, because even if you have the outsource team and all that, and you don't get the sales, it's pretty much worthless, right? So the fact if all we had, had the credibility of the website, everybody had like their page and everything, and we could just focus on the sales thing. And then eventually, once you get confident, you're able to get sales, you're experienced with that, you kind of have the mind shift, identity shift, all that, then you can either branch out or whatever. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. I mean, if you want to have me in my monotone ass representing your brand or the website or whatever, so soon to be awesome boss pop voice and whatnot. So
that's like that would be the next level of I think. And yeah, of course, and everyone could be free to branch out at any time. I'm trying to think of I don't know how it would be the best way. Like, it's not exactly like starting your own business though, right? But it is like, I mean, it is in a way, because really starting your own business is like becoming a name. Like, even if it's only 5 clients that know it, it's more that you know that you're a name to those 5 clients. And then you realize that it's not about the name of whatever brand that I'm going to put on the website. It's that you, Logan Daniel, are a client. Like, you have gone out and worked with clients, found out their problems, and solved them. And you just had a website up to do it, and like a team to fulfill it. But you can get that shit anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see my point. So it's not exactly like building a business, but it is really. I mean, you're building the most important skill set, and it's like providing you with everything that you need to get started. So maybe that is a good move. I'm going to think about it.
If you get the sales part, I mean, everything else, you can figure that out.
Sorry, say it again.
I feel like if you get the sales part down, getting in contact with the client, meeting, getting the sale, the rest of it you can figure out,
I'm sorry, repeat it one more time.
Yeah, so I feel like once you get the sales thing down, the rest of it you can figure out. Because let's say that you had me and 4 other people doing this,
correct?
Right?
Correct.
We focused on getting the sales. We got the sales.
Yep.
Obviously we're going to pick up on the actual process of delivering, because we're going to be the ones probably contacting them through the whole process. So
correct.
We kind of can see from like an upper level thing of how Alex has it set up, of like this part first, this part, how this connects, and you can see how the machine works. You know what I mean? And then once you have the sales down, if you wanted to eventually move out into your business, it's like, all right, I got the most important part is acquiring clients. I have the experience of seeing how a boss business works. 1 or 2 trials, and I got it down back. Right. That's just my opinion of it. I don't know.
Dude. All right. I'm going to start the #1 global digital agency on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it, bro.
Sounds good, man. Good. Yeah, I wanted to ask you one more thing, because I know I'm mainly focusing on this group right here, but I eventually want to join your other boss life mastermind.
Yep.
And whatnot. Yeah. So you'd recommend me doing that after we finish this program?
I think, yeah, I mean, what I would do is go through this program and continue to put in a lot of effort as you have been showing to do, and at the end, proving that you have some actual results, then of course you should sign up, continue to get more coaching.
Because I know there's more people in that group. Because the biggest thing is like, I kind of want to have more of those group meetings, kind of seeing people on your level. You know what I mean? Because like it's kind of like, for me anyway, it's kind of like a mental, emotional battle, like the fear and anxiety, whatever. But it's like at a point now where it's like, all right, well, shit, making my call now, got to do it. There's no not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, just that's why I post like pretty much almost every day, every other day in a Facebook group, because it's like over my head, like, okay, I can't puss out. I gotta like do this, or people are gonna be like, all right, Logan, where's your update, man? Haven't heard from you in a week.
Yep.
What you doing?
Yep.
That type of thing. Yeah.
Cool, man. Love it. Love it. All right, well, this is a really good conversation. I appreciate it. I'm gonna start the scheduling right now for the group call, and then I'm gonna upload this recording for you so you can go over the sales call analysis later.
Okay.
Cool,
Good,
man. Good talking to you. Enjoy work today. All right.
All right, man. You have a good week, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, brother.